One of the toughest leadership skills that I think not enough people have on today's Think Share. Hello humans, welcome to the Think Share. My name is Zach. I'm here bringing what I've been thinking about, sharing about, talking about, reading about, listening to. It doesn't belong in math class. If you're new to the channel, I invite you to subscribe. First off, my question is, what is the most important leadership skill that you think someone can have? A couple answers I can imagine people saying is public speaking, maybe having integrity or having strong morals that you're willing to stand up for, maybe. It could be being a great role model and doing what you ask of others to do. Those are some of the ones that come to mind first, but let me know in the comments what you think. Here's what I think is more important than the three of those, because if you don't have this, it's really hard to do those other three. You ready? I want you to think about a situation where you are at a student council meeting and there's a question on the table whether people should quiet down when someone's talking about something really boring. And maybe that boring thing is important and most people think they already understand it, but at the same time, it's important for people to listen. And among the general population, people decide, you know what, it's not really that important. They're gonna just talk to the people next to them. And so that starts to impact the presentation of whatever is being presented. What does a good leader do? One, they're probably gonna lead by example in some way by listening attentively or even trying to get someone that's sitting nearby them to join into the conversation.
Hey, what did he just say?
Sometimes it gets way out of control and you gotta do something more than that. Disagreeableness is the skill that would be needed here. It is clear that from the actions of other people,
hey, I saw you join the Bush squad over there at Fortnite the other night.
They don't care about this one thing. So one, you might have to be the one to say,
hey, this is important. We should be listening here.
That could require public speaking. That does require a level of moral standard where you are standing up for what you believe in. And it's going to take disagreeableness or the ability to voice an opinion that is going to be different.
Do I just keep listening and lead by example? Or do I try to get these humans to participate?
It doesn't really matter where you are in life. It's a skill you want to be able to have in terms of leadership because I think it's one of the least attained and most sought after skills. Having someone that is willing to go against the grain to get something done, to stay on topic, is really challenging. An example is finding a student that is willing to quiet down the class, not just to be funny, but because they genuinely want to learn and they want to see their environment and their community learn. That is one of the hardest students to find. I challenge you to think about, are you that person in your own classroom? I think that's one of the greatest leadership skills you can have. And for my MASC conference participants, that's why we do energizers. Because if you can do an energizer, brown squirrel, that's doing something arguably disagreeable with the culture of, I don't know, like the world. That's one of the things that I'm working on, is having disagreeableness among a community of people that you don't want to stand up against. A quick example of where I've used this recently, I played a pickup basketball game recently. We're trying to just shoot free throws to pick teams, and people kept messing around, throwing the ball around, not paying attention. And I said, look, I just want to get teams made so we can play the game. Can we hustle this process up? And I stood up to the 13 other people, all strangers. Now that was easy because they're all a bit younger than me. Yes, I was playing with like middle school and high school kids. I know it's probably not that hard, but at the same time, most people would not be able to do it even in my shoes. That's all for today. Let me know what you thought about disagreeableness and leadership skills. If you like this, I invite you to give it a like. If you want more, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell if you want notifications every day coming out with something new. Thank you for watching. Stay weird, humans. Yeet!